Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video. I'm filming this video January 23rd, and I have already read 33 books this month, but I understand that this video will be uploaded in February, so I've read more books since then, when you're watching this, I believe. So anyway, without any further ado, January has been so far a very fruitful reading month, so I hope that it sets the precedent for my 2025 reading year. But anyway, the first book on this list is called Of Jade and Dragons. This story is a YA Asian-inspired fantasy following a young main character who must disguise herself as a boy to infiltrate a guild to find the secrets behind her father's sudden murder. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. I remember having really low expectations prior to reading this book, just because I think I originally DNF'd it when it first came out, but I decided to give it a second chance recently, and it was absolutely so good. First of all, the world building is excellent. I love, all the different guilds and stuff, and the ways in which the world building feels like it's inspired by, engineering and STEM-related facets. Does that make any sense? Typically, whenever I'm reading a fantasy, the world building tends to be more magical and less scientific, if that makes any sense. But anyway, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. I love the family dynamics, the plot is intriguing, the romance was well paced. I'm very excited but skeptical to read the sequel, just because, I believe it's set 2 years later, and I just prefer sequels that are set directly after the first one. But anyway, overall, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Song of a Blackbird. This story is a YA historical fiction graphic novel told in alternate timelines, one in modern day and one during World War II, featuring Dutch resistance fighters. I think this book was absolutely so good and so well done. I love reading stories set in modern day about people researching their family history and then reading from the perspective of the said family history as the two timelines intersect. Does that make any sense? This book was excellent. First of all, the illustrations are so pretty and so vivid, and it felt like a movie. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The world building was very atmospheric and well done. The plot was so engaging. I loved the mystery. I loved the family dynamics. I loved everything about it. This book is excellent and it's so immersive, and I enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. So anyway, overall, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Safe Harbour. This story is a middle-aged contemporary following a young Indian main character who immigrates from India to America. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. I love reading stories about immigration or characters moving or refugees or something like that, just because, first of all, the fish out of water trope is one of my favorite tropes of all time, and second of all, my parents are both from different countries, so it's kind of like a parallel to my own family history, even though I'm not specifically from India. But anyway, overall, this book was so good, and it's so awesome. The writing was so addictive, and it was so well done. I remember having lower expectations for this book, just because it is so short, but it was still so immersive and so awesome. The writing is so addictive and so well done. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I loved the friendships and the family dynamics and everything about it. The world building is atmospheric and wonderful. This book is so good. I just really enjoyed it so much. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Where the Heart Should Be. This story is a YA historical fiction book following a young main character who's discovering her first love during the potato famine of 1846. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. First of all, the historical details were so well researched, and I loved how the author really talked about the relationship between Ireland and England, and it felt so atmospheric and so well done, especially for someone who was recently in Ireland last summer. You know what I mean? Like, this book was so good. The history was so well done. The plot is so engaging. The writing is so addictive. This book is also set in Freeville, which I've said recently that I love so much. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I loved the family dynamics. The romance itself is so cute and it's so well done. This book is absolutely so good and so awesome, and it deserves so much more hype. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called The Rival. This story is a YA contemporary following a young college freshman who is reinventing herself in college for the first time with her rival from high school. And I know that sounds like it wouldn't be easy to do when you're reinventing yourself with people who knew you prior. But anyway, this book was so good. It is absolutely so excellent, and it's so well done. I've learned that in the past I've said that I dislike enemies to lovers or rivals to lovers just because it feels so petty, but I think that my issue with it is more that in the past it's been so poorly written, and this book did the romance so well. I love their chemistry. It's so well paced. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I loved the main character so much. I loved her personality and her relationship with her siblings and her parents and everything. This book is excellent. I also loved the journalism aspects, the college academic setting. The plot is so engaging. The writing is so addictive. Literally, after I finished this book, I texted my friend Elise and I was like, Emma Lord might be my new favorite allegedly straight author. This book is so good. I wouldn't say it's necessarily my favorite by her. The Getaway List is definitely number 1. But anyway, overall, this book is excellent and it's so well done. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, I know I said recently that I was going to share more 3-star reviews and be more transparent in my recent reads videos, but I quite honestly recently had 3 consecutive days off, which means that I had more free time than I usually do. So I really did honestly read a slew of really good 4-star reads. So here I am. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the panda emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!